Ever wondered what happens when a motorcycle club becomes a powerful political force? In the frozen landscapes of war-hardened Russia, one man once held a tight grip over the nation: Joseph Stalin, known as one of the most brutal and ruthless dictators in history. But even in the depths of Russia, the roar of motorcycles brings a sense of freedom. This American dream of freedom has taken root in Russia through an outlaw motorcycle club, much like the infamous Hells Angels. We are talking about the Night Wolves. In this video, you'll discover the Night Wolves, a Russian biker gang with deep ties to Vladimir Putin and a reputation for fearsome activities far beyond typical biker clubs. This club aligns itself with the state and its political ideology. They may be called outlaws, but their loyalty is to Putin, and their leader openly idolizes Stalin. This motorcycle club, rising in Russia, has caught the American government's attention. They accuse the club's leader of being personally involved in the annexation of Crimea. Allegedly, he played a direct role in taking over Ukrainian weapons alongside Russian forces. This accusation is seen as strong evidence of his involvement in the Crimea situation. In the spring of 2015, Alexander Zaldastanov and his biker club, the Night Wolves, found themselves at the Polish border, eager to travel further into the heart of Europe. However, their hopes were quickly dashed when they were denied entry into the European Union. This dramatic moment left many questioning their true intentions and connections to global events. The story of the Night Wolves begins in the vibrant city of Moscow, where a unique community of rock music fans and motorcycle enthusiasts emerged. During a time when rock concerts were strictly prohibited in the Soviet Union, these fearless individuals dared to challenge the oppressive regime. In 1983, this group of daring rebels started organizing secret rock concerts, defying the heavy censorship in the country. The music echoed through the underground, electrifying the souls of those seeking an escape from the monotony of everyday life. These clandestine gatherings became a meeting ground for rock music and motorcycle enthusiasts, setting the stage for something greater. As the winds of change swept through the Soviet Union during the era of perestroika, the group gained momentum. By 1989, they had solidified their ranks, forming an informal yet formidable motorcycle collective known as the Night Wolves. They are pioneers, the very first official bike club to emerge within the USSR, proudly carrying the weight of their rebellious spirit. In 1995, the Night Wolves embarked on a new path by launching their own clothing line called Wolfwear. This brand captures their untamed spirit, allowing enthusiasts to show off their affiliation with the club. To further their reach, they established Wolf Engineering, a custom shop that attracts talented mechanics and motorcycle enthusiasts from all over Russia. In these custom shops, the Night Wolves bring their vision to life, crafting unique motorcycles that reflect their unwavering passion. They collaborated with the esteemed manufacturer IMZ Ural to create the remarkable Wolf Ural motorcycle, a testament to their dedication and craftsmanship. Although they predominantly ride American Harley-Davidsons, these motorcycles embody the indomitable spirit of the Night Wolves, representing the wild freedom they cherish. In their relentless pursuit of adrenaline-fueled adventures, the Night Wolves established yet another subsidiary, the Wolf Racing Team, formed in 2001. The Wolf Racing Team not only competes in thrilling races, but also organizes numerous exciting events across Russia. Their passion for speed and competition knows no bounds as they push boundaries and shatter expectations. But how did this once underground biker club become a state-loyal mercenary group? In May 2015, a significant event cemented the Night Wolves' connection to political Russia. Alexander Zaldastanov, the club's prominent leader, inaugurated a new Chechen branch in the capital city of Grozny. This expansion symbolized the Night Wolves' growing influence into new territories. In a gesture of recognition and honor, Zaldastanov appointed Ramzan Kadyrov as the honorary leader of the Chechen branch. Kadyrov is not just an ordinary local leader. His rule has attracted international attention and condemnation. Numerous reports from reputable organizations have documented a litany of human rights abuses under his government. Human Rights Watch and other organizations have described a pattern of forced disappearances and torture under Kadyrov's rule that amount to crimes against humanity. This indicates that the Night Wolves have some pretty shady honorary members. But what do the Night Wolves represent today? Are they still freedom-loving motorcyclists? Or have they become state-affiliated men in biker attire? In 2015, the Night Wolves embarked on a historic journey from Moscow to Berlin to mark the 70th anniversary of World War II's end. This grand display of defiance and remembrance was meant to honor their fallen soldiers. With pride in their hearts, 30 Russian bikers formed a convoy determined to reach the heart of the German capital. However, their motives went beyond merely retracing the path of the Red Army. It was also a statement of their current allegiance and purpose. These audacious riders aimed to spotlight what they saw as the West's distortion of history, refusing to let the war and their soldiers be forgotten. In a world where Russian veterans were cast as fascists and Stalin was equated with Hitler, these bikers emerged as defiant torchbearers, determined to tell their side of the story. Their initial plans were quickly thwarted when Polish authorities denied them entry before they even arrived. Poland made it clear that members of the Victory Roads to Berlin ride were not welcome, citing their ties to Putin. Undeterred, the Night Wolves sought an alternate route through Lithuania, but were also denied passage. Germany, despite having issued visas to some Night Wolves members, warned that entry would be revoked if any of the group tried to cross their borders. Such bans and refusals were not new to this outlaw biker gang. The Night Wolves had long been blacklisted in the United States due to their alleged involvement in Russia's annexation of Crimea. International protests echoed concerns that their actions were distracting from more pressing matters, such as the delicate relationship between Germany and Russia and the rehabilitation of Russian prisoners of war. Despite the disapproval, the Night Wolves pressed on with their daring operation. The journey sparked global apprehension, with authorities lamenting the destruction caused by this fearless outlaw biker gang. Out of the original 30 Russian bikers who set out from Moscow, only a few managed to enter the European Union via Slovakia. Upon reaching Vienna, they were greeted by the Russian embassy and guided to the revered Red Army monument, where they laid a wreath in reverence. Yet their goal remained Berlin. Crossing the Bavarian borders into Germany, they clung fiercely to their purpose, determined to reach the Soviet monument where their hard-fought victory would finally be commemorated. Amidst these strenuous circumstances, a resilient handful of Night Wolves members persevered, unwavering in their dedication. Meanwhile, back in Moscow, the bikers made their way to the church, united by their shared identity as disciples of the Christian Orthodox faith. On the surface, it appears the biker gang is simply promoting nationalist values and the Orthodox religion. But as the layers peel back, their close ties to the Kremlin and President Vladimir Putin himself come into the limelight. Over the years, a series of personal encounters between Putin and the Night Wolves have been meticulously captured and publicized by Russian media, showcasing their extraordinary relationship. The echoes of this bond travel even further as the Kremlin generously funds their ventures, including the 2018 Balkans tour, which was deemed a sacred pilgrimage promoting Orthodox values. Iconic images of Putin riding alongside the gang during a 2011 parade highlight the depth of their alliance. However, it is precisely these intimate ties to Putin and their fiercely ultra-nationalist ideology that have prompted the European Union to impose sanctions against them. The repercussions of these measures have fallen upon the club's four paramount figures, darkening their collective destiny. Deep within this intricate relationship lies a monetary lifeline that stretches from the Kremlin, feeding the night wolves with undisclosed sums, ranging from tens of millions to several hundred million rubles. Though the exact figures may remain shrouded in secrecy, the undeniable truth has come to light, revealing the government's direct involvement. As you go deeper into the Russian perception, more stories about the notorious night wolves emerge, showing their far-right ideologies and anti-Semitic sentiments. Critics condemn the club's anti-feminist and anti-gay stance, which fuels nationalist views in the country. The Night Wolves are not just a biker gang, they symbolize a complex and controversial alliance with the Russian state, reflecting both the power and the risks of their unique position. Yet the Night Wolves' nefarious exploits go beyond mere words, as their fingerprints are found all over various covert operations, many discreetly supported by the Kremlin. These facts, however, may never fully come to light. From the sprawling landscapes of eastern Ukraine to the annexation of Crimea, the Night Wolves' involvement casts a sinister shadow over these regions. In early spring 2014, during a time of high tensions and shifting borders, their name alone sparked suspicion and fear. They were even implicated in the assassination of Milo Djukanovic, the president of Montenegro, in what was widely seen as an attempt to sabotage the nation's bid to join NATO. Due to the Night Wolves' involvement in the unrest in Ukraine, several governments, including the United States and Canada, have sanctioned the group's leader, Alexander Zoldystanov, and other members. The US government accuses Zoldystanov of personally participating in Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014. In 2022, the European Union also added the Night Wolves and 4 of their leaders, including Zoldystanov, to its sanctions list. They were accused of actively supporting Russian state propaganda and denying Ukraine's right to statehood. These sanctions aim to stop the Night Wolves from spreading pro-Putin propaganda beyond Russia's borders and intimidating locales in Europe. So, why are they dubbed Putins Angels? The answer lies in their role as an outlaw biker club, acting like a militia, carrying out unlawful deeds with the tacit approval of the Kremlin. With no official ties, the Russian government can easily distance itself from their actions, using the perception of the Night Wolves as merely an outlaw biker gang to shield the truth. What do you think about their transformation from a rebellious motorcycle club to a political force? Share your thoughts in the comments below.